What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, I wanna speak on the question a lot of people have been having because there's a lot of excitement around the OKC Thunder, right? You got some young guys in there that are really good. um, and led by Shea Gilchrist Alexander. And people want to know, or people are talking about, like, is this team right here, the core guys for the OKC Thunder today, are they as good as the core guys that OKC Thunders had back in the day, right? Like when they had Kevin Durant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, and those guys, right? And the rest of the team. So I was talking about this, with some friends and everything, and I was like, "Wow, that's a tough question. Like, is today's team as talented as a team, that OKC had in the past with those guys?" And when I look at it, although I think this team today, right, as they're currently constructed, and I think they'll go further. I think they'll have more success than the OKC Thunder had back in the day, when they did have Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, and all them, right? And the reason why I think that is because of the chemistry. Like when you look at the chemistry between the OKC Thunder back in the day, now don't get me wrong, this team, in my opinion, was more talented, I think, than the team that we see in today. But I think the chemistry was not there, but and the leadership. I just think that if they'd had better chemistry together, then I think they would have had more success, and they would have went further. Another thing that separates today's team from the team that the old school guys is leadership, right? Like so, I think out of the old school guys, the right person, like the right type of leadership didn't step forward. I think had Kevin Durant took more of a leadership role, I think that team would have been better. The team would have been better served. Like if Russell Westbrook to be that leader, he was kind of Russell Westbrook was more so not that he was a bad leader, but he wasn't as stable. You know what I mean? He wasn't, and so sometimes Russell Westbrook can get a little out of control. But I thought that Kevin Durant probably would have made a better leader for that team because Kevin Durant was uh more even keeled when it came to his attitude and his approach to things. So that was, in my opinion, that was like a big downfall for them. Like it's like leadership and the chemistry. Now, when you look at OKC Thunder now, like the way they're constructed, I think that they're like they have leadership and they have chemistry, right? And you can tell that these guys right here, today's with Shea and Chet Holmgren and the guy Williams, you can tell that they really like each other, that they get along on and off the court, and also leadership from a leadership standpoint. This guy Shea, man, I like him. He's smooth, um, and he can really flat out get it done at both ends of the court. So he's not about just flash and he walks the walk. He talked the talk and he walked the walk. And I think that's why his teammates, respect him and he like him. And for some reason, he has a way of really I mean, they're like a team, like they really get along really great. And he has a way of just like making everybody on that team just feel like they are a part of that action, a part of that family. And I say that because even when you watch interviews with all those guys, like they are happy for each other's success, and that makes it fun. And that really brings a type of unity to the team that I think is going to hold this team together for some years to come. And yeah, man, I mean, like physically talented. I mean, like Kevin Durant was a beast. Russell Westbrook was a beast. James Harden, Serge Ibaka, all those guys was tough. And if they could have got it together, like I see this this young group of guys getting it together, I think that who knows how much Kevin Durant and all those guys would have been able to accomplish. Like I said, if they'd had the right leadership, uh, the right chemistry, who knows, and then like guys could have been more unselfish and willing to allow themselves to be led by somebody who is, who is not just capable, but who should have been their leader. Now, with today's team, these young group of guys, you don't have that. Like everybody seems to accept their role. Shea is not afraid of taking that leadership position. And then you had some guys on here, Williams and Holmgren. These guys just follow his lead. Nobody seems to. I don't see like a situation where, like with Harden, like Harden, as Harden really was a six man on that team when he played for them. But Harden was a beast. But I don't see any of these guys right here on a new team really wanting to go somewhere else and and do what Harden did, like leave and go and lead another team. I don't see them doing that. I think that these guys realize that they are a part of something that can be great. And I think that they want to stay there. And so that's why I think today's team, these OKC Thunder, the 2025 Thunder, I think are better than the 2010 and Thunder. And so that's why I think they're a better team. That's my take on it. I don't think I have anything else to add, but let me know what you think. Do you think the 2025 Thunder are better? Or do you think the 2010 Thunder are better? Let me know which team do you think is better. And and do the ones from the 2025 Thunder, do they have the potential of really doing something special in the league and taking it to another level and possibly winning a couple championships? And with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment, and I will check you all out in the next video.